The Chicago Bears win a fourth in a row in vintage fashion on the backs of an impressive defensive performance and the continuing emergence of the run game. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to a Victory Monday, fourth in a row Victory Monday or
Hell
Tuesday
yeah, brother.
edition of 9 to 5 Bears. My name is Eric, and as always, I am joined by my bestie and co-host Brett Edwards. Brett.
Eric.
How you doing today, sir?
Fantastic, Eric.
It's been a week. It's been a month of fantastic.
I know. What is this? This is so abnormal.
What do I do with my hands? What do I do?
How are you doing?
Doing pretty good. Like we were talking about before the show, my the kids' grandparents had them on Saturday.
Yeah.
So I had a day of just like absolute
vegetation.
Yeah, absolute rot. I sunk into my couch. I just watched college football all day.
Yeah.
And like at one point, like my shirt was just not covering my stomach at all. Looked like an absolute degenerate. But it was a good weekend, especially a good weekend because we could celebrate a fourth.
I know.
Four. Crazy.
4 straight Victory Mondays or Tuesdays.
Yeah,
with
just
last
depends.
week.
Too many primetime games. Just keep us on Sunday. It's fine.
Right. Sunday at noon. That's the
perfect.
time for the next 6 weeks.
Perfect.
Until Black Friday.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Guess we'll have to come in after Thanksgiving to
That's
film.
right.
We've already committed Kyle to it, so there's
there you go.
But before we talk about the game du jour, let's mention our wonderful sponsor, Total Roofing and Construction. We'll hear from them a little bit later in the episode when we do our mid-episode ad
Great
read.
company.
Yes, they are fantastic. And going into fall, maybe you need your gutters cleaned.
Yeah.
Maybe you need some lights on your house.
Or some roof maintenance. I see frost on a roof across the way.
Ooh.
Maybe you need something. You got some pop nails, exposed nail heads. No one's been up there for 5 to 10 years.
Yeah.
And you need to make sure everything's hunky-dory before winter.
Might have a icing problem if your roof is not ventilated properly.
That's right.
That's a serious issue that could cause leakage. But this is not a roofing podcast. This is a football podcast. So with that being said,
They come in after us.
Yeah, yeah. Let's talk about the game of the week. Bears 26, Saints 14. And Brett, before I let you off the chain here, I reorganized our usual.
I liked it.
Introduction where I just kind of read off the stats. Ben Johnson has been stressing all year, good, better, best. So I
Never
decided.
let it rest until your good gets better and your better gets best.
Yes, so I decided to lead the talking of the actual Bears game segment with the segment I call the good, better, best. And I'll just highlight 3 things I thought were good, better.
He has such
best.
a magical brain. I love it so much.
$70,000 marketing degree that I get to use once every.
Well, you're putting it to great use right now, man. I tell you what, this is amazing.
So let's start off with the good. The Bears win 4 in a row for the first time since 2018. And pending the outcome of Monday Night Football, are potentially tied for second place or are in second place in the NFC North. After the Vikings lose to the Eagles. Thank you, Eagles, for paying us back for beating the Commanders last week.
Yes.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Second week in a row, we're aligned with the Philly fans. It's great. The run game continued its momentum behind DeAndre Swift and Kyle Monangai. Swift had 19 carries for 124 yards and a touchdown for a 6.5-yard average. And Monangai, who had a bit of a coming-out game today, 13 carries, 81 yards, and a touchdown.
His first touchdown.
Congrats, Kyle Monangai, for a 6.2-yard average. The run game gained 222 yards total on the ground. It's an impressive showing from the run game. And what, in my opinion, was the best of the day, the defense absolutely dominated, forcing four total turnovers, 3 interceptions and a fumble recovery while sacking Saints QB Spencer Rattler 4 times. This was welcome to see after melting down late in week 1, getting annihilated week 2 against Detroit. The Bears defense has absolutely stepped up and now has 16 total takeaways, the most in the NFL because the Jaguars pooped themselves over in
London town.
Yeah, so
too much fish and chips.
The good, 4 wins. The better, the run game. The best, the defense.
Yes.
Brett, how you feeling after 4 in a row?
So a win is a win is a win is a win, right? So they won that game. It was kind of the end of the first half kind of stunk because the offense. Story of the game is going to be the defense and the run game. I'll get to Caleb in a minute, but I thought that was going to be, again, we're so conditioned to the poopiness of Matt Eberflus from last year. So the Saints come out, they were doing jack shit all first half, and they come out and go 91 yards to score before the half. And it's like, son of a bitch. They get the ball to start the second half. Let's see if we can make some halftime adjustments. They come back out, score again. I'm like, motherfucker, they're going to lose this game. They're going to lose this game.
That sinking feeling.
Yeah, it came back, and I'm just right here like, ugh. Fortunately, this is a different team. This is a different coach team, and they did not lose this game. However, they should have scored 30-plus points, 35-plus. Caleb continues to just – there's times where I just want to shake him. Like, he's got such a good elusiveness in the pocket, but there were times where he did pass up scrambles.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking about that first half drive, right when the Saints went for it on 4th and down, didn't get it. We have about a minute and a half. Go punch them in the fucking mouth, and that's what I was hoping for, and they went 3 and out and had to punt it back. Caleb had a chance to scramble that could have got a first down. I will say Rome Odunze continues to have these just drops in traffic that just are mind-boggling too, because Rome has been so sure-handed. So it's not all Caleb. And then there are things that happen throughout the game where he had that nice swing pass to DeAndre Swift, and they threw a phantom OPI on Colson Love, and that's when you text me like, this is bullshit. And I'm like, I know, because that takes away 30-plus yards, wherever the hell it was.
Yeah.
And it's a loss of down. So there are setbacks that are out of his control. But again, a win is a win. There's things that need to be cleaned up. Look what Ben Johnson did in that bye week with the run game and how great that's been. And that's the good thing is the last 4 weeks, every week it's been a new phase of the team that has won the game. You know, Caleb might have won it against the Cowboys. Who the hell else did they beat?
Raiders.
The Raiders. Caleb did come through on that one.
Special teams.
With
the block, yep.
And then you had the run game last week and the defense today or yesterday. So it is good to see the different phases coming together, which also gives you kind of a bit of a peace in knowing that once this offense clicks, holy shit, they are going to be in a world of hurt, or the NFL is going to be in a world of hurt, because that's going to be a scary team. I mean, and also the offense have scored 21-plus points in every single game. No other team has done that. So
we increased our point score by 1 this week. So it was
there you go.
26 points instead of 25. Yeah,
right.
So
yeah,
upwards.
Caleb's got some things to clean up. I trust Ben Johnson to be able to do that. I just would have liked to have seen more out of him today. But again, it's unrealistic to expect a quarterback to throw for 300-plus yards every game, 4 touchdowns. I get that. I just want that.
Yeah.
I want more of that, at least out of Caleb. I don't want it every week because it's not going to happen. It's not sustainable, but I'd like to see it, a little more of it's a roller coaster right now. But again, it's a new system, and we won the game. So that's really all there is to it, and that's all that matters.
As I ranted last week, you don't apologize for winning, because winning is hard in this league, as the New York Giants found out last week.
Yeah.
We'll talk about, or yesterday, we'll talk about them in a second, though. But, really kind of what you described was kind of the silver lining I took away from this game. And, yeah, my expectations for Caleb, as much as I really want, like, that 300-yard, like, 3-touchdown performance that, like, signifies the marquee quarterbacks in the league, to me, the most important thing that he needs to get up is that completion percentage, and I imagine that that's a lot of what will be taking place, talking about like Chicago radio and all that stuff.
Right.
He completed less than 60% of his passes, which 60% is kind of like the benchmark for like being a pretty good quarterback in the league. And that is one area when we've been fighting for the last couple of weeks to say that Caleb deserves to be talked about amongst his contemporaries, like Jaden Daniels, like Drake May, like Bo Nix. And that is one area where all those guys are better than him, is their completion percentage. Now, not all those are his fault.
Right.
Obviously we had Zacchaeus, who dropped a couple passes last week. Some guys that continue to drop passes like throughout the week. So I believe his expected completion percentage is much higher than what his actual is. But expected is just living in the what if they has catches were actually catches. And they weren't.
Right.
They don't all break that way. So, on top of everything, that is the one thing more than I want the 300-yard game. I really want just his completion percentage. And it felt a little bit like he was reverting to some of that hero ball yesterday, where he was like rolling
trying.
out.
Right.
And I can't tell you how many times he was like doing that like Jordan logo, like jump across his body, which is super cool to watch. And is
if you can execute.
It's really fun when it works.
Basis.
Yes. But during all those plays, and I went back and watched some of them, there were several times where like a check down to like DeAndre Swift was open, or just like a simple like dump off to a screen, something,
or a scamper,
and I think the completion percentage will come when he recognizes that sometimes you don't have to take like the Air Jordan. Like,
Just take what the defense gives you.
yes, sometimes that's okay, and that's what
Right.
the really good quarterbacks do and how they beat you. Is just
Yeah.
like, so if that 3 to 5 completion pass to DeAndre Swift is available,
Yeah.
and your first couple reads in like the first 2 or 3 seconds aren't available, and that's there, just take it.
Right.
Just take it.
And I wonder how much it had to do with the quarterback on the other side and Spencer Rattler. Spencer Rattler was the Oklahoma starting quarterback. Caleb came in and replaced him, and Spencer never played at Oklahoma ever again.
Speaking of narratives and storylines,
Right.
yeah.
So maybe Caleb was trying to say, like, you know what, there's a reason I took you over, mofo. And he was just trying to revert back to that heroisms that he was going for, but he didn't need to do that. But again, there was some sloppiness. Drew Dahlman right now at center. I've never seen it where the center just doesn't let go of the ball, and that was one of the false start or one of the reasons for that fumble. He had a bad snap too that Caleb had to go to his right, and then just kind of the play breaks down. And he has to.
We
take
got away with one because that play he just straight up like didn't let go of the ball,
right,
and it probably should have been like a legal
they
formation
said
or
it
something.
should have been
yeah.
another false
so we
start.
kind of got lucky on that one.
and when he did it again, that was the most amazing false start ever because it was 4th down.
Yeah.
But they went for it, and we lost 5 yards, and Jake Moody comes through big time again. 4 more field goals?
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. Remember week 1, rubber leg Kairos? I
Yeah.
never would have thought from week 1 to week 6 that we would have been talking about Jake Moody. Like, Kairos Santos, I hated that man week 1, and then I loved him week 3 and 4, and Jake Moody comes in, and I'm really happy for him. That's 8 of 9 field goals for him in the last 2 weeks. So,
And we've needed every one
Yeah.
of them for
Yeah.
sure. But yeah, I agree with the way you kind of summarized the beginning part of your statement where you said that if those things get cleaned up, like this is a scary team.
yeah.
Because that's what I thought too.
They still haven't clicked.
Yeah,
I mean, the Dallas game they did, but that was more Caleb. It wasn't even the run game.
And looking back now, that Dallas team appears to be like really good. That Dallas offense they have the number 1 offense in the league.
Yeah.
I mean, in every game,
Another 44 points yesterday.
in every game except that one, I think they've scored like at least 30 points.
Yeah.
So for everyone who's just like, oh, it was the Cowboys. No, that team is actually better
Right.
than expected.
Right.
Again, with the asterisk that Jane Daniels did get hurt, but again,
But by that time, it was still that was 3rd quarter, I believe, when he left the game. It was
Yes.
still a
Pretty
good chunk of the
close.
game. Right. So,
But I agree with your sentiment. That was kind of what I talked myself into last night as I was going to sleep. Was yeah, Caleb didn't play great. The passing game didn't hold up. It was the weak point definitely this week when maybe it shouldn't have with the bad Saints team. Although maybe the Saints aren't as bad as we give them that we think.
and that's
they
what
are.
everybody was saying all week. They are not a 1-5. They're better than a 1-5 record.
Yes. They just need to learn to win. They're in that phase of learning how to win those football games.
Yeah.
So I think
I remember those days.
yeah, 4 weeks ago.
Last year.
Yeah, 4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Trying to figure that
You'll
out.
get there, New
yeah,
Orleans.
you'll
Don't worry.
Get there. It just takes
Who
longer.
dat or who day, whatever the
Yeah.
hell you guys
Whichever
say.
one it is, yeah.
I don't remember. Cincinnati says the other one.
I agree with your analysis that if it can come together, the team is potentially very, very scary. I mean, and maybe it was just so like concerning because this is just like a classic vintage Chicago Bears football win. It's defense and running. And
Yep.
we're so desperate for like an aggressive like passing game.
Right.
And just an aggressive offense that isn't just like 300 run yards and 70 pass yards and then the defense that just eats the ball.
Yeah.
And I think that's where I was just kind of looking. Maybe I thought that the game was worse than it was because it was definitely a dominant performance, regardless of what Caleb did.
Right.
And I think when you put it all together, the defense, the way they take the ball away, the run game, and then if that pass game gets going, dangerous team for sure. They score points, they take the ball away, they give Caleb possessions. And I think maybe I'm trying to interpret the mind of genius Ben Johnson, who is a genius, and we love him. Maybe he realizes that the passing game, the best thing he can do for Caleb and to help him with accuracy in the passing game is for the defense to be dominant the way it is, to take the ball away and give him possessions, and to have a really good run game. Because if the Bears' run game starts to be respected week after week, then you can dip into that like the
bag
play
and,
option or the run option and all that kind of stuff. Maybe that helps him.
Yeah. But also, again, football and good teams are about it's complementary football. So while Caleb didn't have his best game, the offense stayed on the field. That's what we want.
Yes.
You want your defense to have breaks. These guys are human beings. They make millions of dollars, yes, but they can't just go. nonstop. And then years past, that's been the Bears' offense is 3 and out, 3 and out. It's like, motherfucker,
That's
off defense is already back in
very
the
true.
field.
Yeah.
So these long, sustainable drives, even though they ended in 3 points, it's again from an offensive perspective, yes, it's maddening. But for the defense, like, yeah, hell yeah, dude, stay on the field, give us a break, and we'll come out, and we'll go eat for you guys. And they did that time and time again yesterday.
Yeah.
So that's where, while Caleb in the passing game, was lesser than you want it to be, that run game was right there, and the drives were long and sustainable, and that's what you want.
Yes.
You want a long. Everyone wants a long drive.
Yeah. which maybe that's the reason why watching this season looks so different, and maybe you identify it because it just kind of clicked for me now. It's like, yeah, we would have periods of games like last year and the last several years where just like we could do nothing. The offense would get off the field within a minute. We would run 3 plays, nothing would happen,
and the defense is right back in the field.
Your favorite thing, whatever would happen, would be 3rd and 10 and throw a screen pass for 4 yards.
Yep.
And then we'd be punting, and the defense would be right back on the field.
Yeah.
So the fact that we're getting these long sustained drives, however we get them, is improvement. It's improvement across the board, and if we're able to establish those things, that only puts Caleb into a better position. The more opportunities he gets, the more reps he gets in a live game by the defense taking the ball away.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yep.
Speaking of the defense,
yes,
they were swarming. Dennis Allen revenge game.
Oh,
dude,
my gosh.
Yeah, I never really heard him speak before, but he did that after they gave him the game ball in the locker room. Yeah, he was hyped up. He was just like, listen, like, God didn't want me in New Orleans. He wanted me here. And I was like, that's fucking tough.
I know.
Yeah, I was like, hell yeah, I'll play for him. But his boys were playing hard. I mean, Tremaine Edmonds, Nahshon Wright, Kevin Byard all pitched in interceptions.
Yep.
Montez Sweat had a sack.
Montez Sweat was big today.
Yeah.
He had that forced fumble, too.
The thing I love the most about the defense, and they mentioned this in training camp some, now that Kyler Gordon and Jaquan Brisker are back.
Dude, I loved the blitzes from those two.
The safety blitzes are crazy,
those
dude.
two were swarming Spencer Rattler.
And I remember Dennis Allen saying like the like preseason and training camp that he was excited to use those guys in that way.
Yeah.
And now this is the first time they're like fully healthy.
Yep.
And they get to guys.
Oh, my God.
And they were doing that last year.
Yeah.
Both of them had sacks last
Right.
year. Or maybe not Jaquan because he was out most last
Yeah.
year. But I remember Kyler Gordon vividly doing it several times last year.
Right.
So the fact that that's an element that you can bring the safeties in on the blitz is really cool. And they get around the corners.
Exactly.
Fast.
And not only bringing them on the blitz, but successfully. They both had a sack. Jaquan could have had 3 sacks yesterday. One was that was a bullshit one. I mean, when he hit the helmet.
Yeah, it seems
but he hit the throwing arm first and caused the ball to deflect, and then it was incidental coming through. It's just like, this is just ticky-tack bullshit.
It's stupid that like anytime if you just like pat them on the helmet, you're getting that.
And they did miss one on him earlier in the game, like because again, if you ever hit the quarterback's face, just expect to be flagged.
Yeah,
I mean, even if it's like you said, a pat.
Yeah,
that's what stunk. But yeah, those two. Oh my God, dude!
Yeah,
and I love it.
So then my brain starts going. It's like, okay, those guys doing that. Then like when Jalen comes back, he's not
and this defense is playing without Jalen Johnson right now.
Nahshon Wright's and Tyreek Stevenson, who they did
left the game.
Yes, but they've done a good job of replacing him.
Yeah,
they haven't gotten beat like egregiously.
Right.
Nahshon Wright had a bit of a rough start.
Yeah.
But he's been pretty good since.
Right.
Yeah.
The only time I said Tyreek got beat at the end of the first half when they threw that, a 56-yarder to Olave. But Olave's fast, and that's always a tough one as a corner. When you're in your back pedal and you gotta turn at the right time, and he didn't turn. He turned a little late, and Olave was
credit to Spencer,
but he did make a hell of a tackle.
And credit to Spencer Rattler for making that pass because that was just on the point.
He dropped
it
in the bucket.
Yeah, so I can't be mad at that.
Right.
But yeah, the defense was storming. It felt like it's very eerie because when we lost the first 2 games of the season, someone said, "Oh, this is kind of like how the 2018 season started.
Yeah,
not great." And then we rattled off a bunch of wins, and someone's like, "That's what's going to happen now." And it's kind of happening in a similar way to 2018.
Right.
So I don't know. I'm not like a believer in superstition or anything, but yeah, man, it was great to see. Like the defense was flying around, and I could tell that the team was feeding off of the energy of the defense for sure. Like everyone was hyped. I just wish Caleb would have played better, and he acknowledged it in the postgame that he did need to play better. So going into Baltimore and how banged up their defense is, I'm hoping that we can get that run game going, and then
open up the
passing game because we have the guys, we have the weapons. It's very, very clear that Rome and DJ and all those guys will be incredible if we can just get them the ball, and that's an element that I think will get figured out once everything else is kind of established here. And I think that's what Ben is thinking. As I say here, Ben's a football genius, and I sit on the couch with my stomach out,
Yeah.
eating chips, watching and trying to interpret the mind of a
Yeah.
football genius. You know.
No, you are a football genius, and that tongue is pretty hot, though. I will say, I've seen it time and time in the last 3 years. But, yeah. So Sunday, I mean, to look ahead, just less hero ball for Caleb, and just more taking what the defense gives you. Because yesterday, again, passed up on opportunities to pick up a first down or just pick up yardage with his legs, which is what he's also good at. And that also keeps the defense on their toes. Okay, he's not going to run. He's going to try and beat us with his arm. Then we're going to stand back and let him try and do that. And yesterday, he was off his game. But take what the defense gives you. Get some help with the receivers here and there at times, too. And, again, Ben Johnson's only been with him for, 6 weeks of the season. And before that, the training camp, whatnot. So there's still a lot to learn. And, I mean, he's still in year 2. Usually it's at year 3 is when Lamar Jackson, who we're going up against, and Josh Allen, that's when they took their leaps.
Yep.
Everyone has to go through their growing pains. And, again, unfortunate for Caleb, he was the number 1 pick, so he's constantly going to be compared to the other quarterbacks in his class.
Yeah.
I went on Twitter yesterday right before bed, and everyone's like, Drake made the best quarterback in the class. He's so freaking good. It's
That's
like,
what
dude,
people
I
on
don't
Twitter
give a
sound like.
shit.
Exactly.
I know. Like, they just showed him making a pass down the sidelines. Like, I wouldn't have made the pass, but I probably could have. And it's like, dude, Caleb does that. Like, it's okay. Why I hate this comparison culture. Why do we have to compare everything, man? Like, let these guys play. They're sophomores. They're in their year 2 of the NFL. Let them just be. Why can't we just enjoy everything? Why is it got to be Caleb sucks? He paints his nails. Who the fuck cares? He doesn't suck, but who cares if he paints his nails? Like, he gets a bad rap, and that's what I don't like. But having said that, real quick, so I don't know if you saw the post game press conference. This is where I love Caleb Williams. He gets such a bad rap.
I saw Ben.
Well,
when I saw Caleb.
All you had to see was his jacket. So earlier in the week, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and October.
Oh yeah, this story was super cool.
Right, that's why they're wearing the orange, the pink and stuff shirts that they had on, or the sweaters. And earlier in the week, Caleb was gifted a jacket from a breast cancer survivor at Bears practice, and he put it on at practice, and he said he was going to wear it this week. And what did he do? He wore it in the press game or post game conference.
Yeah,
he is such a good dude, but no one refuses to believe it. Like, he gets shit on because he paints his nails. He's just different. He's a different quarterback in this era, and I don't think people really understand how to think or feel about it. And it's like, dude, just let him be. He's still a 23, 24-year-old kid. He's a great guy, though. Like, I fucking love Caleb Williams.
I love telling all the people that are insecure in their masculinity that they got beat by a quarterback who paints his nails.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
And he paints his nails.
They get so mad about it.
Does it certain causes that he paints his nails for? I mean, his mom was a nail technician. Like, if my mom was a nail technician, I'd probably have painted nails too. But she was a secretary for a law firm, and you don't really paint your nails for a secretary of a law firm. So.
No, I suppose not, especially if you're handling a lot of documents all day.
Right. And I should, yeah. Anyways, Caleb's the man. He'll get it figured out.
I mean, I said if we made playoffs, I was painting my nails, so I've made.
All right.
I've made
I mean, I'll do it. I'm not scared.
That.
No ghosts.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. Unfortunately, like you said, like the comparison culture is just
continuous.
That's the reality that we live in, and like they say, I try to tune it out because like they say, comparison is the thief of joy.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to let the comparison rob me of enjoying the wins.
But it's hard not to ignore it because it's so prevalent.
No, and especially because I think the comparison that they hammer most is valid. The guys you mentioned are completing more passes. Like Drake May was like 19 of 23 yesterday.
Yeah.
Even though it was against the Titans, who are an ass team, and that was
terrible.
Mike Vrabel revenge game, an absolute beatdown of the Tennessee Titans, who might have it just as bad as anyone in the league right now. Why aren't we talking about how bad Cam Ward is? Huh? He's the number 1 pick. He barely gets talked about.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. I'm not gonna go off on a rant here. I'm gonna rant about one thing. I lied. Again, this week, and I hate to keep harping on it. Penalties, like you mentioned, it was 10 for 92. I know some of them are unwarranted. Like you said, the Colson Loveland pass interference, like where he just ran down the field and like bumped into 2 guys.
Yeah.
And they called that offensive pass interference.
Right.
And
claiming that he like picked him or something.
Yeah, wiped out a huge completion there. Yeah, that stuff's just got to get cleaned up. Don't give the refs an excuse to call it on you. We're the most penalized league in the team. And one of the announcers said it as I was listening to him. They said that the late great John Madden said that like when you start to get to like 100 penalty yards, that's the same as like taking 7 points off the board.
Yeah.
And there were several instances where I could see like, oh yeah, like
when it quite literally did in a couple of instances.
yes.
Who knows what would have happened on that fourth down false start? What play did Ben draw up?
Yes.
Could they have scored 7 points? Now, mind you, they scored 3, but they got bailed out by that. I mean, so
I feel like, and football people, you can correct me on this because I did not play sports. I was a band geek. To me, it feels like the passing game relies much more on rhythm than the run game, because you just need that like natural rhythm of like completions and stuff. And when you're constantly being interrupted by like penalties, stuff's getting taken away, like wiping out the penalties will help a lot with some of these problems that we're talking about. And it's something I'm harping on every week, and I'm going to harp on it every single week until it's cleaned up, because it's ridiculous that we're the most penalized and we're winning in spite of that. If the defense and the run game was not playing as good, those penalties, we'd be sitting here talking about how like these penalties and these mistakes are losing us the games. We're just lucky that the defense is playing as good not lucky because they're playing really hard, but we're fortunate that the defense is playing as good as it is and that the run game got going, and that's why we're winning games, because we're shooting ourselves in the foot with these ridiculous penalties.
Right. And I think I tweeted. I don't tweet very often, but I tweeted let me just pull it up real quick. I'll go to the twatter and show you what I said. It was right in the first quarter because I was really pissed off with how things were going. I go, the Bears are their own worst enemy. That was at 12-13, so that was like early on in the first, because they went, 3 and out, stalled the first drive, and they elected to receive the ball too because they won the toss.
Yeah,
and that's what happened. That's where it's like, are you guys kidding me? Like, you elect to receive, and that's how we start the game. They get the fumble, get the ball right back, and nothing. I mean, they literally continuously shoot themselves in the foot, and that's where you want to get it cleaned up. To your point, the penalties, that's shooting yourself in the foot. Drop passes, shooting yourself in the foot. Caleb playing hero ball, shooting yourself in the foot. Not snapping the fucking ball to your quarterback, shooting yourself in the foot. Time and time again, they do that. But hopefully, there's still time to clean it up. But again, against a good team, like this weekend, for example, the Ravens,
who are better than their record suggests.
Their record doesn't show how good they are. But you do that shit against them, and they'll make you pay for it. And you ain't winning that game. So
you do not want to give Lamar extra possessions, extra downs. Like you do not want to do that.
Yep.
I want him to have the ball as little as possible.
Right.
And to me, we can sit up here and talk about all like the minutia of the details and stuff, right? To me, winning a football game comes down to like who's just executing better. Yep. And oftentimes it's enough that if you make less mistakes than the team you're playing, that's enough to win the game.
Yeah.
And in this case, we're making a lot of mistakes. We're lucky that the stellar play of our other phases of football are propping us up.
Right.
But like you said, if that gets cleaned up, and if the passing game can just get elevated to a spot where it's like good, doesn't have to be great if the run game and the defense are great.
Yeah.
That's a formula for a winning team that's really dangerous. Now, I would love for all the phases to be great, right? I would love for the run game to be great, the defense to be great, and the passing game to be great. It's just going to take time to get there. And another thing, too, where you talk about how, like, if these things get cleaned up, this team is really dangerous. There are drives that we're settling for field goals. And, like, the penalties kill us within, like, field goal range, and we have to settle, like Jake Moody said, 8 and 9 over the last 2 games. Like, if some of those are touchdowns, these games are, like, blown way open.
And that's
blown way open.
Right, and that's what I said in the opener was I wish this game was, call it 34, because that means you got two of the field goals turned into 7 points. I wish they won 34-14. There was times, too, where that third quarter opening drive, the response the Bears had after the Saints scored their touchdown, Caleb was balling. He was hitting open receivers.
Yep.
They were moving the ball through the air, which is great. We get down inside the goal line. And, yes, I understand the run game's been playing phenomenal, but we did run with DeAndre Swift, where it's like, hey, Ben, I'm never going to tell you how to do your job, but, like, maybe let Caleb, like, air it out. And not only because I had a Roma Dunze anytime touchdown, I really needed it for a parlay, but also I just want to see it. I was just like, all right, man, come on, okay, come on, like he got us here, like let him ball out, like release the chains a bit, and it ended up in a field goal, which. And every game, there's like 2 or 3 passes you could point to with Caleb, but the one I do point to is the Roma Dunze. I think it was on second down on the end of the first half when. They could have just went down and stepped on their fucking throat, and that's what I was hoping for. I kept saying, go for the fucking jugular. Go for the jugular.
Yeah.
And Roma Dunze dropped the pass on second down, which would have been a sure first down. It was like a 15, 20-yard pass that would have been completed. But again, that's it's an incompletion on Caleb's record. The yardage isn't there, right? So there's always one or two passes you can point to. It's like, son of a bitch. If we just convert that, his stat line looks completely different. Who knows what that leads to?
Yeah.
So it is what it is. It's a win is a win is a win. That's what I kept telling myself. They won. Caleb didn't have to win this game, and he's done that this year. So there's no reason to be upset with anything.
Yeah.
But expectations are just slightly higher.
As much as and I agree with you. I want to go for the jugular. I don't know if we're that go for the jugular team yet. We're that win ugly team right now. And we'll eventually get to the phase of where we can like go for the jugular and take the kill shots. At least I'm hoping for it.
Right.
For the passing game to be successful, I look at who we have and who our best guys are. And if I'm the Bears, if I'm Ben Johnson, I am calling plays for. I want to target Rome Odunze. Like I understand, and he said it in his press conference, like he's got a lot of mouths to feed. There are a lot of guys on this team that can do stuff with the ball, right?
Yeah.
Rome Odunze is very clearly wide receiver number one. I mean, I love DJ Moore.
Yeah.
Rome's top guy. I want Rome targeted like 12 times a game, at least like 10 to 12 times a game. Like if maybe like once every even like 4 downs instead of 4 downs, because like he's a dynamic playmaker. So if that can get your passing game going, like that's obviously Caleb's the most trusted guy.
Right.
So what better way? Like, and you don't just have to use them on like these longer passes. Like you can use them as short passing options too.
Yeah.
I say as an ignorant football fool, but I would want to get Rome more involved. 2 things before we move on to just going around the NFL here. I once again would like to apologize to Tremaine Edmonds, who has been playing his ass off since I kind of shit talked him like in week 2.
He's on his FU Eric tour right now.
Yes.
Tremaine Edmonds is like, yo, dude, hold my beer.
Incredible. He's like stopping the run. He's making tackles like in the middle of the field, sacks, interceptions.
Yeah.
He's been incredible, especially since TJ Edwards has come back. Those guys have locked down the middle of the field. So Tremaine Edmonds was incredible. The entire defense was incredible today, but it's very clear that like Tremaine Edmonds is like one of those leaders.
Yeah.
And he's been playing absolutely incredible. So I apologize, Tremaine Edmonds. I would not rather have Roquan Smith over you. I would rather have you. If you ever watch this, please forgive me.
I can't wait for Tremaine Edmonds because it's Tremaine Edmonds versus Roquan this weekend.
Ooh.
Roquan Smith if he comes back.
Is he going to come back? Is that
I'm
confirmed?
sure he will. It's the Bears.
For sure. Yeah, he probably will.
And I bet, I'm not going to guarantee this, but I bet Tremaine Edmonds has another interception. He might outperform Roquan Smith just to say, fuck you, Eric, one last time.
That would be so funny.
Yeah, but you can send the hit squad off of Eric. He's scared to leave the house, Tremaine.
Yeah,
So,
I'm terrified.
He looks both ways before getting outside, and so, but no, I digress.
The thing that separates us from the national media pundits and all the ridiculous shows that are on TV these days is that we here at 95 Bears are willing to admit when we're wrong.
Accountability.
And I was wrong. Yes, we have Ben Johnson preaches accountability, so
Yes.
why shouldn't a show that talks about Ben Johnson's team have accountability? And that is one of my most reprehensible takes this year, and I own it, and I apologize for it. Tremaine Edmonds, you're incredible. Before we move on to our sponsor break, I do want to do our segment, the 95 Bears Employee of the Week.
Ooh.
I could have given it to Tremaine Edmonds, but I did not. I gave it to Kyle Monungai. He had over 80 yards. He had his first career touchdown.
Had 2 touchdowns. I called that the gang tackle back. That should have been the touchdown.
Yes, true. He had a coming out game today, and I really like the dynamic this establishes between Monungai and Swift.
They got
Swift
a good
is,
duo going.
Yeah, Swift is more like your like speedy, like shifty back, and he can like
Yes.
kind of catch it.
Monungai just hits you in the mouth.
I was watching him, and I was like, oh my god, he's like running downfield, just
Yeah.
like running guys over, like
Right.
just big, powerful.
Right.
And I think that's a really great dynamic. Now, this hurts me a little bit because I've been a Roshan Johnson fan, and I've been.
He did have a carry yesterday.
He did, and over the years that we've had him, I've been advocating for him to get more involved because he's also is that like powerful running back.
Right.
But with Monungai coming on and DeAndre Swift getting established, it kind of feels like those are the guys, and then Roshan will come in for like very specific short yardage situations. But Kyle Monungai is the Employee of the Week, and I'm excited.
Congrats, Kyle.
Yes.
You're the 9 to 5 Bears Employee of the Week.
Kyle and DeAndre are the Jameer Gibbs and David Montgomery of this team.
Yes.
Not that good. Not as good at that level yet.
They're
but
equivalent. They're equivalent. Kyle Monungai's got a cooler name than either of them.
Yes.
Jahmyr Gibbs and Dave Montgomery. Those are basic.
Monungai's a very cool last name. It looks good on a jersey, too.
I guess you could say he's our Monungai of the week.
Monungai of the week. Boo. Boo. Kyle, we need to wait for a soundboard to do boos.
I know that was bad.
That's ridiculous.
That was terrible.
It looks good on the back of a jersey, though.
Yeah, it does.
So, but yeah. Real quick before we move on, looking ahead to Baltimore next week, I know you'll probably predict a win, right?
I've already hammered the Bears to cover the 6.5 point spread.
You already said we're going 9-2 over the next 5 weeks. So
yeah, okay. So we'll get to around the NFL soon, but the Cincinnati Bengals look like a tough opponent now with Uncle Joe out there.
Joe Flacco resurgence game
this weekend. Boy, Eric, Lamar Jackson's scary. Even if he hasn't been playing this well, they gotta contain Lamar. He's gonna eat this week, I'm sure. But if you can keep them to 21 to 24 points, and just hope to God that run game continues to run the way that it has been, and Caleb can find some ways to convert these drives and not settle for field goals into some touchdowns. I think it's going to be a close game. I don't think we're going to get beat in the mouth. I'm just scared of Baltimore.
Yeah.
I think the Bears win 30-22.
Interesting. Yeah.
And that means they cover, and I win my bet.
I mean, we've played Jared Goff this season. I mean, he's very good. We played Dak Prescott this season. He is having a very good year, despite the fact that we beat the crap out of the Cowboys when we played them. Lamar's probably the best quarterback we're going to face this year. I would be willing to say. And yeah, his ability does scare me, but his offensive line is pretty weak. I mean, I think that was the reason he was injured in the first place, was lack of protection.
Yep.
You do have to worry about him in the run game, and Derrick Henry also scares me, even though he's having a down year. But if we can shut down Derrick Henry, and if we can get pressure on Lamar, I think the rest will fall into place.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. We're gonna increase our win by one more point. It's gonna go 27-21.
All right.
I think.
And I like it.
Jake Moody will kick another 4 field goals, and that's.
I hope not.
Power us to the win.
I hope that. I hope in my 30-point score, that is going to be
4 touchdowns and a safety.
That would be beautiful too. I'm saying 3 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion, just for the shits and gigs of it, and then 3. Does that math? No, it wouldn't be a 2-point conversion. It'd be 3 touchdowns. 7 + 7 + 7 is 21. 3 field goals is 9 plus equals 30. Yeah. So never mind. 3 touchdowns, but all from Caleb through the year.
We're not good at math.
I would like that.
Not math.
I'm not a math magician. No.
No, that's why we work in roofing.
Yeah, I can't count.
we probably should be able to count if we do work in roofing. But
I can count.
Yes. So here, I just added this question to the docket because I thought about it. Kicking controversy. If Cairo comes back, do you, with how good Jake Moody's been, do you activate Cairo?
They're paying Cairo a lot of money. He's getting like $4 or $5 million a year, and Jake Moody's probably making like $100,000 a game.
I don't.
Luckily, Ryan Poles is in this position and not the 9 to 5 Bears podcast.
I don't see a world where Cairo comes back and he's not the starting kicker, but I don't know, man. Just with the Jake Moody's been nailing them 8 out of 9 the last game. Yeah. Speaking of kickers, Bears kickers. Do you remember our good friend Eddie Pinheiro?
Yeah.
He's incredible now.
I know. Eddie Money.
He's been hitting like 50 yards like nothing.
Yep.
Why couldn't he do that when he was with us?
I know.
We hate it. He sucked.
Eddie Money.
He had the
I never hit the Denver game.
Yeah. We've been scarred by kickers lately, but
we have been. Not anymore. Not with Jake Moody and
shout out to Eddie Pinheiro.
Yeah, but I think if Cairo comes back, it's going to be his. It's his position. But I wouldn't mind if we kept riding the Moody. Show me the Moody.
We do. I don't even know how to transition that there.
Just go to the ad break.
Yeah, let's talk about our sponsor. Once again this week, I failed to write anything because I stayed up till 11 o'clock making notes for this doc. But I didn't want to piggyback off of what we did last week. And Brett, Total Roofing, pretty great company. Why did you hesitate?
No, I was waiting. I thought you were going to keep going.
Yeah, no, I can keep going. Did you know there was a rumor last week that if you email 9 to 5 Bears to Brett@totalroofingconstruction.com, It was it $500.
Yeah, it was $500
You could
off.
get $500 off of your roofing project or siding project.
Oh wow, yeah, it's got to
Yeah.
be a full replacement. I hear
Yeah,
it's got to
it
be
does.
more than $10,000 for it to be $500 off.
Yes. So
I just heard that through the grapevine.
it's got to be at least a full roof replacement, for sure. But
Yes,
yeah, if you email 9to5bears to Brett@totalroofingconstruction.com.
longest emails ever. Sorry,
Yes.
but they're holding TRC hostage for like $250,000.
yeah, they want to extort us to get the TRC domain name. It's really stupid.
Yeah,
But yeah, do that because
you should.
In these economic times, especially with like Christmas coming up for your kids, that's like $500 in your pocket for like Christmas gifts.
Yeah,
Or maybe you don't have kids, maybe you want to spend it on yourself. Get yourself a nice little.
yeah. And I'm looking at my calendar; it's pretty open.
Yes.
I mean, you could call me and I'll get there fairly quick. But however, though, here's the thing, though. You might not get your job done until the 1st of spring because we are pretty backed up right now. Okay, so if you really want 9to5 TRC to do your roof, you don't want the 9to5 Bears to do it. But
No,
if you want Total Roofing to work on your home, let's talk. But it might be a 2026 project because knowing how the schedule looks for the crews, we're a little backlogged.
But my voice cracked there. But
He's so excited.
I'm so excited about.
But call
deals and
now.
roofing. If you do lock in now, Brett can lock in your price,
Yes.
and you can avoid the usual
Price increase.
Yeah,
that
the
comes
price
April
increases.
1st.
Yeah, because the manufacturers like to increase prices.
Not an April Fool's joke.
Yeah, every spring. It's stupid. So if you lock in now, not only do you get that $500 savings, but you lock in the lowest price because the prices have got. I mean, Brett and I have been here 3 years. There's been 2 price increases every single year that we've been here, like clockwork. It's just happened. So yeah, now is truly the cheapest time, and it's even cheaper than ever because all you got to do is just email Brett and those magic words: 9to5 Bears. 9to5 Bears.
9to5 Bears. The 2 has to be spelled out.
Yeah, the 2 is spelled out, and it's the number 9 and the number 5.
And Bears, Bears.
Yes, I think
that's all you do.
it's the 9to5 ASMR channel.
Yeah.
All right, so the next episode will just be Brett whispering into the microphone, sweet
9to5
nothings.
Bears. Email me or text me.
For more info, go to totalroofingandconstruction.com to see what they can do for you. Around the NFL. So did you get to watch some games this week? Okay.
Yeah, I did this weekend.
I woke up early and watched London game, Steelers 31, Bengals 33. You referenced this game. I thought
that was the London game. That was Thursday night.
Oh, no, that was
game.
Thursday night.
Yes,
Thursday night. You're right.
The Unk Bowl.
The Unk Bowl, or someone called it the Icy Hot Bowl, which
Yeah.
I thought was pretty entertaining.
The Senior Citizen Bowl between Aaron Rodgers and Joe Flacco. Wow.
Which I think, again, wrong
That
take
was
on
a
my
great
part.
game.
I said last week that game was going to be awful and boring.
Yeah, and that
it was not.
probably the best game of the weekend.
It was a vintage performance by 2 guys who routinely put up huge numbers.
Yeah. I'm a Jamar Chase fantasy owner, so I'm very happy. He had like 39 points. That was a hell of a game. Really, Joe Flacco and Aaron Rodgers channeled the Joe Flacco and Aaron Rodgers of old.
Incredible.
I always, as much as we hate Aaron Rodgers because he was the Packers quarterback for so long and he just ripped our hearts out and stomped on it every time he could do that. I love the Aaron Rodgers Hail Mary, where because he's converted it so many times, and I love that the game did come down to that Hail Mary for Aaron Rodgers, and luckily it didn't convert because I just want to see him lose. And but great game. And again, it makes that Cincinnati game in 2 weeks a little kind of worrisome. So.
Yeah, we'll see if Joe Flacco's bones hold up as the weather gets colder, and that's in Cincinnati too. So that is a home.
Yeah, we
game
got
for them.
back-to-back road games.
Yes, so maybe not as easy as we once thought.
Yeah,
if we didn't know that the Browns would make such a baffling move as to trade Joe Flacco in division,
right?
Which seemed to baffle Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin was like, "Who?"
Yeah, he was pretty pissed.
He was like, "Who does that?" Like, it's just insane. He's like, "In all my years, like I've never seen that." And like they said that the last time that's happened, like where a quarterback was traded to a division opponent like midseason was like 1973 or something like that. So all this crazy stuff that hasn't happened for like decades and decades is happening this year. If that doesn't tell you like how weird this season is, I don't know what does. But I also think that the Bengals gave us a very simple blueprint. If you're a bad team and you need some wins, just go like your best guy. Like what are we doing? Like the Bengals are not good. They should be throwing to Jamar Chase like every other every other time.
Yeah, Joe Flacco unleashed that offense. It's like, okay, where's number 1 at?
What a wild thing to say. Joe Flacco unleashed that offense.
Yep.
London game. Rams
What an ass whooping.
Rams 35, Jaguars 7. Speaking of vintage performances, Stafford has 5 touchdowns, and I believe Devontae had 3 of them.
Yep.
Which is insane. Is it like the mid-2010s?
I think so.
Crazy.
Travis Hunter scored a touchdown too.
Yeah, really happy to see him finally get involved. I'm genuinely a Travis Hunter fan. He seems like a good dude.
Yeah.
He was used mostly on offense though.
Yeah.
Very little defensive snaps.
Yeah.
And kind of what I predicted, I think, is coming true. It's like when you get to the NFL, you have to specialize in something. Yeah, maybe put him in for a couple defensive plays here and there, but
what's the point?
Yeah, he seems more useful to the Jaguars' offense.
Yeah.
Who couldn't get anything going.
It was bad
In London. Also, shout out to Sean McVay with the most interesting London strategy yet. They flew in the night before. Like, usually teams go there to adjust to a jet.
Right.
Like, he was like, F it. We're flying in the night before.
Yeah.
Screw jet lag. And
they stayed
worked.
they stayed in Baltimore all week to, like, eliminate, a few hours of flight time. So that's they practiced at Camden Yards where the Orioles play, of all things. That was really bizarre.
It's not like the Orioles are playing
postseason
baseball.
No, they're not.
Okay. Eagles 28, Vikings 22. Thank you, Eagles, for not helping us climb the ranks of the division. NFC North is once again the most good division in football.
Yeah. So Jalen Hurts. When we go back to quarterback numbers and performances, right? This is where, like, I'm trying to bring myself back up to being in good spirits about Caleb.
He was amazing.
He was so good yesterday, and he had been shit all season, just so up and down, and just hitting him and A.J. Brown were finally on the same page. Devontae Smith had a long touchdown. So
first 300-yard game in 22 games for him.
Yeah, which is crazy. Like, he's a good quarterback, but just hasn't had the stat line that you want to see. He's a Super Bowl winning quarterback, though, so like he can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was great to see. Love to see the division teams always lose. Take that L, Minnesota. Bye-bye.
The Vikings had a really interesting way. I don't know if you see the screenshot of trying to stop the tush push.
Oh, I did.
They lined
Brian
up.
Flores finally figured out a way.
No, they still converted it.
Oh, never mind.
But it was a good try. They're like, all right, we're just gonna try whatever, and they literally lined up the guy in front of the Eagles center, like directly sideways. Right, we're just gonna make like a wall.
Yeah.
And I really liked it because it was a good attempt, because apparently you can just do whatever the fuck you want on that play.
Yep.
And no one will care about how you line up. If you false start, like if you're in the neutral zone, like nobody cares. So Brian Flores is just like I don't know the guy's name. He's just like line up completely sideways, and then 2 guys will line up over you. And I'm like, I don't know if that's a legal formation, but the refs apparently don't know what to do on this play on either side of the ball. So it's probably just time to ban it. It's probably just time to get rid of it, because it just seems like a impossible play to like call anything on.
But I will say, for Saquon Barkley, talk about a year where he's just been struggling, man. The Madden curse might be back.
Curse, dude. It's the Madden curse and the Super Bowl hangover curse and the number 1 overall pick curse. He's got the triple curse going.
I know. I picked him number 1 overall.
That's why I don't like picking number 1 overall in fantasy.
I know.
It scares me.
Sucks.
It's so scary. I'd much rather have like a mid-round pick.
Yep.
But
I agree. Sometimes you don't get that choice because you sucked the year before.
Yeah. Patriots 31, Titans 13. We talked about that. Mike Vrabel revenge game. Drake May and their receiver, that Booty.
Yeah.
He's pretty good.
Yeah.
Drake May is pretty good. It pisses me off because like the Patriots had 20 years and like just all the success.
Yeah.
It feels like they deserve to be like to have balance in the universe. The Patriots should be bad for like the next decade.
Yep.
But now they look like they're going to be good again, and it pisses me off.
Same. And again, we talked about Drake May playing well, and it's going to continuously be compared to, Caleb was number 1 pick. Why does he?
Dolphins 6, Browns 31.
Mike McDaniel's got to be fired,
dude.
He's not fired by now. I don't know what Miami's doing.
They pulled 2 in the 4th quarter. They put Quinn Ewers in, who I forgot that's where he got drafted.
Yeah.
But Mike McDaniel and their GM Chris Greer might not survive the week.
No, they
and,
are
and if they do survive, it's very clear that the Dolphins are just tanking at this point. So.
Yeah, and Tua has just been
great,
not good. No,
I don't think his brain worked too good.
No,
he's probably seeing double.
Me no like dolphin.
Me no like dolphin. Raiders 0, Chiefs 31.
Sheesh.
Rumors of the Chiefs' death as proclaimed by this show, were greatly exaggerated.
I didn't say it.
I said it.
Yeah, he did.
Shout out to Rashee Rice, who zoomed back in his. Too soon? Maybe
man,
too
what he
soon.
was doing was illegal.
Yeah. Rashee Rice returns. He probably shouldn't have returned. He probably should have been out for the whole season.
I should be.
Had 2 touchdowns. So, yeah, the Chiefs are back.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I wish they would just stay dead.
Well, then, I mean, that's your division foe, too, and they shut them out. Like,
yeah, the Raiders are bad.
yeah.
The Pete Carroll thing has not worked. He's going to need more gum to get through this season. But
who would have thought Geno Smith is not the answer at quarterback? Like, I
think he had his one
thought
last gasp when he was in
Yeah.
Seattle. Now it's just like, no. So now what they should do logically is just give Ashton Genty the ball every single play and just do that.
Kind of like they did against the Bears.
And then hope that Max Crosby can just get you the ball.
He
over
left
and
the
over.
game yesterday.
Oh, geez. Well,
Yep.
okay. Well, sorry. It's over.
You could trade him to us, though. We'll take Max Crosby.
Yeah, definitely. Colts 38, Chargers 24. Colts are a good
Colts
football
are
team.
legit. Jonathan Taylor's a stud.
Michael Pittman.
They're
They're
Daniel Jones, like, just wanted to just tell everybody in the NFL, like, hey, you guys forgot about me. I still make $40 million a year.
He's like the funniest looking dude. Like
He
just
is.
looks like his
I mean,
average
he looks like an accountant.
white guy,
Right.
and he's out there just balling.
Yes.
And also their rookie tight end pisses me off
Tyler Warren. Yep.
because like I see that and I'm just like I want that
Yeah.
to be our guy.
I know.
So, but yeah, the
Different schemes, though.
Colts are very good. So, yeah, that's scary. And it's giving me a little bit of PTSD for the Super Bowl that the Colts are good. Giants 32, Broncos 33. Wow. The Broncos came back from a 26-8 deficit in the fourth quarter.
The Broncos were shut out through 3 quarters of football.
Yes.
They came in the fourth quarter with 0
points in the
and they
fourth
scored
quarter.
33 in the fourth quarter alone.
So the stat for this, and I didn't write this down, but I heard it on the radio while I was driving in, that teams that were leading by 18 points or more in that time frame were 1,602-0.
Wow.
All time.
1,602-0.
Yeah. and now they're not.
1,603.
I think it was like in the last
3-0.
6 minutes or something like that.
That's
like
crazy.
It took pain. There were 3 scores in the final 2 minutes, and the Giants missed an extra point, which would have been like resulted in a tie and going to overtime. But yeah, Bo Nix was bad for like 3.5 quarters, and then just like turned into like prime Tom Brady. Insane.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane. I don't know. Every time I've watched Bo Nix, he's been like bad, but they keep finding a way to win.
Right. Yeah, he squeaks it out.
So I don't know.
And then on the other side of the football, Jackson Dart's been playing well in his rookie season, and Cam Scatterby, like, you're going to that Giants game. That's another game that might be a
game
tough
actually
one.
scares me.
I know.
Yeah, that game's actually a little bit scary.
Yeah, it's
yeah. Packers 27, Cardinals 23. Packers were down from 10. They rallied. Whatever.
Yeah. Thanks, Josh Jacobs, for the 2 touchdowns in fantasy, but
yeah,
whatever.
Packers probably should have lost that game. Whatever. We're still hating. Whatever.
Jordan Love's still mediocre. Whatever.
Commanders 22, Cowboys 44. Jaden Daniels, hamstring injury. They say it's not too serious.
Yeah.
But his one leg had the knee issue. Now his other leg has the hamstring issue.
Right.
Not a great sign.
Yeah.
I don't want to put this out there. I like the vibes are very like RG3-ish. Like I don't want to like curse Jaden Daniels on that, but
I hope not. He is fun to watch.
his legs are very skinny.
Yes, they
and
are.
that scares me.
Yeah. They are.
You need to Jaden Daniels do some leg day, please. The league's more fun watching you. So like, and he needs to like protect himself better too, because he does some of the things where like he'll run and he takes unnecessary hits sometimes. So
yeah.
Protect yourself, Jaden, please.
Protect yourself. But hey, CeeDee Lamb came back, and thank God.
Yeah. Now you have CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens, and their running back is very good. So the Cowboys' defense is still bad because Matt Eberflus coaches it.
Yeah.
But if the Cowboys can put up 40 points, I mean,
Yeah,
there aren't a lot of teams that can keep pace with that.
No.
That every week. So, yeah. And then I didn't write this down because I went to bed before it finished, but the 49ers beat the Falcons last
Didn't
night.
watch a second of it. I was watching Love is Blind, actually.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
How many seasons of that are we on now?
I don't know. This is the first season I watched. It's season 9, but it's really good.
That's where they like go into the room and they like have to talk to each other.
Yeah.
Right?
They don't get to see each other. And we're on the last episode of the season is this Wednesday.
I think I watched like the first 2 seasons.
Yeah, well,
It's-
that's what I was watching instead of football. So
What a crazy social experiment.
yeah. Oh, and then there's a movie on Netflix. We didn't watch this game, so there's no reason to talk about it. There's a movie on Netflix called The Woman in Cabin 10. Highly recommend it. Great cast.
Yeah.
If you don't like scary movies like I do, it's not that scary. There's a jump scare, but it doesn't. You don't shit yourself like I usually would. So just want you to know that.
Yeah, and then Monday night we got some good games tonight. I think the Lions. Bucks.
We got another doubleheader.
Yes.
What are we doing?
I don't remember. Was
I
it
don't
like
like
this last
this.
year?
No,
There were so many
no, this
doubleheaders
is
on Monday
stupid.
night?
This is just ridiculous. It's terrible. I hate it. I don't know what to do. It's sensory
Monday
overload.
night used to be the fun because it featured the marquee team.
Yeah.
It's like this
And
is
we don't
the
even
guys.
I don't even think we get the Manning cast when they have 2 games. Maybe we do. That'd be great because I don't want to listen to Troy and
Well, the one
and
game doesn't start
Joe.
till 9.
I know, and that's the
Texans
Houston game.
start. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know if I want
But
to stay
I
up
think
that
it's in
late.
Seattle, so that's why. Or,
Oh.
I don't know if it's in Seattle or not.
I don't know, but the game I care about is on earlier. The Lions. And,
Lions and the Bucks.
and
That's gonna be a
Bucks.
great game.
Yes, so that
Might not even watch the Houston and Seattle game then.
yeah. I mean, those 2 teams are both. Seattle's pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not staying up until like midnight to finish watching that game.
No.
I can't do it. So, but yeah, there continues to be craziness every single week. Like this season feels all over the place. There's so much crazy stuff going on.
Yep.
Yeah, Mike McDaniels, your days are numbered. Ominous. But before we close out, do you have anything you want to say?
Roll Tide, Alabama beat Tennessee. Whip that.
Oh, yeah, I watched that game.
ass. Yeah,
Watched
that
that
was a
game.
good one, man. The
Yeah.
second quarter, Tennessee was with the score at the goal line and throw a pick 6. Ha ha! Rocky Top.
And then
Roll Tide, baby.
Vanderbilt beat LSU.
Yeah.
That was an exciting
Dude,
game
I
too.
hate Brian Kelly. I can't stand Brian Kelly. He's
So-
the worst
it's
man
so
in
funny.
America.
I just like how he like jumped ship from Notre Dame to go coach that, and he's just been not
Yeah, he's been not
just
good.
loses stupid games
I
at
love
LSU.
it. Yeah.
It's great. And then what was the night game? Was it Alabama Tennessee was the night game?
We had Notre Dame USC. Notre Dame won. Yeah, Alabama was
There were
at
3
6:30.
on ABC's the SEC games. There were 3 really good SEC games on ABC. I just don't remember what the third one was because I was just rotting.
Yeah. I don't remember either.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, college football. Dude,
Sports.
I can't believe it's week 7 already. It's
I
going
know.
too
I love
fast.
it. I love it.
It's going too fast.
I love that we woke up and it was 40 degrees. There's frost on roofs.
Fall is officially here.
Yeah,
baby.
thank God.
Yeah, if you want to keep up with all the things that we're doing over at 9 to 5 Bears, we're slowly expanding all the things we're doing. I put out 6 short videos last week.
Eric's killing it. He does a great job. Kyle does a great job behind the camera, and I'm just happy to be here.
Brett's like, yeah, just smiling. We'll get around to like doing like after game instant reactions and like tweets and stuff probably eventually here.
Maybe
Yes.
next year, but if this year, then you tune in.
Socials, 9 to 5 Bears, wherever podcasts are found if you prefer to listen to it in audio format. There is a video podcast on Spotify, and we're also 9 to 5 Bears on YouTube. Hey, we're growing slowly. Thanks for 40 subs. We got 40 subs. We grew from 28 to 40 last week.
Hey,
is really
YouTube,
cool.
where's our money?
Which we got to get way more than that.
What?
Yeah, we got to get way more than that.
All right,
But thanks to 40 subs, I think we're at 43. At Bears 9 to 5 on Instagram, at 9 to 5 Bears on TikTok. Thanks for 50 followers on TikTok.
yeah, and shout out to the one guy that asked if I drink before episodes. That's not even remotely true.
Yeah. Also, shout out to
Oscar Grouch.
Yeah, I was gonna
You
say
son
also
of a
shout out
bitch.
to Pilot Adam who heard our
Yeah, Pilot Adam. That guy's legit.
who heard our rant about
American Airlines.
Yeah, and then he was like, "Oh, if you fly
And you have T-Mobile, you get free
and
internet.
You're like, I have
AT&T and a United credit card, so,
So-
I am out of my element.
But thank you for the tip, Pilot Adam. You're
Pilot
super
Adam.
cool.
I don't even know where he's a pilot
Yeah.
at. I mean, he's probably a pilot at American Airlines, but where do you pilot out of? Where are you from, Pilot Adam?
Yeah, come fly us home,
ASL.
please. I'm gonna ask every pilot I fly on now. Are you Pilot?
Are you
Adam?
Pilot Adam?
Yeah.
I don't want you. But yeah, Oscar Grouch, that guy could just shove it. All my homies hate Oscar Grouch.
We don't know. The haters fuel us because any
Yeah.
comment that the haters leave is just fuels the algorithm,
Right.
fuels the engagement. So
It's like what Pete Weber, the bowler, said. He's like, love me or hate me, at least you watched.
yeah, that's right. Any hate comments fuel the algorithm. So by you,
But they do make my mom upset, so we should probably limit them.
By you
I'm just kidding.
By you
They
hating on
upset
us,
me.
you just give us more exposure. So keep the hate coming. It only fuels us
Yeah.
here. And then for
Haterade, be sipping that stuff.
yeah, we sell it in bulk like Costco.
That's right.
Also visit our sponsor's website, totalroofingconstruction.com, and see all their offerings there. It is getting colder out, as Brett mentioned. The leaves are falling off the trees. Maybe your gutters are a little dirty.
Ooh.
We'll come out and do gutter cleanings. And if you're listening in fall time, you're starting to think about like Christmas and stuff, Christmas lights on your house. We do offer a permanent lighting solution that hooks up to your Wi-Fi that has millions of color combinations. You could put on blue and orange for the Bears game every Sunday. Christmas lights, security lighting, it's a really great product if you got a little bit extra money to spend. And if you pay someone to put Christmas lights on your house every year,
right,
like a couple $100 or like $1,000 to like.
Why not just pay us to do it permanently?
Yes,
and then you have them on year round.
But in a couple years, it basically pays for itself. No noticeable increase in your electric bill, very minimal. It's a fantastic product.
And they're really bright, and you could piss your neighbors off if you don't like your neighbor.
Yeah, they have like all kinds of crazy settings. You can have it like change colors, like rave setting, and then just ask your HOA first before you install them, because or don't. Yeah, just fuck your HOA. Yeah.
But if you message me 9to5Bears
yes.
for jellyfish lighting, then we could talk about a discount.
Ooh, all right. Brett's giving out a discount on everything. We have to figure out what that discount for the jelly would be. We'll figure that out for next time, because the jelly is priced a little bit different.
Don't hold me to it.
Yeah. Yeah, our bosses could see this and just not approve any of the discounts. But
we're fired.
But get it in now so that
9to5Bears next week's gonna be filmed in like a parking lot with our phone.
It's like in a trailer. Just like we got evicted from the Total Roofing Total Roofing studio, so now we're just
we gave away too many roofs.
Yeah, we got emails from like Arizona that said 9to5Bears. Yeah, disaster.
The Total Roofing division is not operational yet in Arizona. So
if we got enough leads out there,
that'd be neat.
Maybe this is generated. But for myself, for Brett, 9to5Bears, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next week for another Victory Monday, where it'll be five in a row.
Because if you win one more, then that's 5. Because they have 4 right now. It'd be 5.